Hi everyone, welcome back with another video. So guys, in this video we'll be learning how we can perform the fine-tuning operation on the Vertex AI. So as I already told you, in the model garden you are having so many foundation model, and if you want to fine-tune these are the model, so what are the steps you have to follow? In this video I'll tell you each and everything. So I think remember previously whenever we used to do the fine-tuning operation, first of all we had to download that model in our system. Then I was preparing the data, then I was fine-tuning these are the model. But here if you're using this kinds of LLM ops platform, you don't need to download these are the model in your system. So here what you have to do, you have to use that model endpoint. That means you will be accessing this model through the API, right? That means first of all you have to authenticate with the Vertex AI. I think I already told you how to authenticate with the Vertex AI. After that, just give the model ID, which model you want to use. It will automatically hit that model. So here the only thing you have to do, you have to prepare your data. After that, all the thing would be happening in their server only. Okay. Now let me tell you the step actually you can follow to perform the fine-tuning operation. So for this, what I will do guys, I will use the Colab notebook. So I'll open up Colab notebook. You can also use Colab Enterprise. You can also do it from your local machine. It's completely fine. But as of now, we have explored like VS Code. We have also explored like Colab Enterprise. Now let's try to see how we can also use the Colab. Okay, like our Google Colab. So here, let me change my account. So let's say I'm going to use this account. Okay, this account actually I'm going to use. And make sure the account actually you are using for the gcloud, the same account you have to use in the Google Colab as well. Okay, otherwise you might get some authentication issue. Now what I will do guys, I'll just create a new notebook here. So let me create a new notebook. Now simply just connect this notebook, and in between let me show you the fine-tuning step you have to follow. So see, you can follow this blog actually. So this is from actually Google, so Google developer. So they have already given all the steps actually you have to follow to perform the fine-tuning operation. So I already prepared all the steps you have to follow to perform the fine-tuning. Only I will show you one thing from this blog actually, the data format. Okay, so here let me show you the preparation and loading the data. See, if you are fine-tuning on the Vertex AI, you have to prepare your data in the JSON-L format. Okay, see this is the JSON-L format data you can see. So here they have already given one example. Let me open up. So you can see this is the train JSON-L format data, and it is present inside this GitHub. So what you can do from this GitHub actually, see this is the data. You can download this data. Okay, in your system you can download this data. So I've already downloaded. Let me show you. So this is the data. I'll open it with the Notepad++. Now if you open the data guys, you will see it's a JSON. Okay, JSON structure. That means you will have one key here called input text, and this is the input text, and this is the BBC data guys. Okay, BBC news data. So in the input text actually they are having the entire news, and they're having another actually key here. Let me show you, or I can perform the Control F operation. Now here I will just write output underscore text. Now if I find it, now see guys, this is the output text. Okay, so inside output text actually what they are having the summary. Okay, summary of that news. So this is the data actually. That's how actually you have to also prepare your data. If you're having any custom data, what you can do, you can prepare your data with respect to that. That means what I'm trying to say, that means in the JSON file actually the first key will have the input. Okay, input underscore text. Okay, inside input text what you will have the entire story. Okay, entire story, and you will have another actually key called output text. Sorry, output text. Okay, so inside output text you will have the summary. Okay, summary of the entire story. So this is going to be your data format. Okay, that's how actually you can take as much as record you can. Got it? I hope now it is clear, the format. So whatever data actually we are having, try to convert in a JSON-L format. And how to convert in a JSON-L format? There are so many converter you will see inside Python. Simply you can execute those converter. It will automatically convert your data in a JSON-L format. Got it? That is the idea. Now you can ask me, sir, where I will get this kinds of data? I think I already told you now. So you can use Hugging Face Hub actually. So there actually will have like so many kinds of data set. So you can use any kinds of data from the Hugging Face Hub. You can download it and you can convert to the JSON-L format. And if you are using your custom data, that time you have to convert everything in a JSON-L format. Okay, this is the idea. Okay, you can see the image also. They have already given the data format. So first of all, you have to take the input text. This is the entire BBC news you can see, and this is the output text. That means this is the summary of that story. Okay, this should be your data format. Now apart from that, they have already given all the steps you can follow. So I've already prepared one notebook. Let me show you what other thing you have to do. Now let me also add this link in the notebook so that you will have the reference later on. So this is the link I have added. Now here the first thing you have to install some of the library. So here I'm going to install Google Cloud AI platform because I want to access the Vertex AI, then datasets, then Google Cloud pipeline components. Okay, these are the library I have to install one by one. Let me install. So after installing these are the library, you have to restart the kernel. And if you want to restart the kernel, you can use this code snippet actually. See, you can also do it from the UI. Just click on the runtime, restart the runtime. So there is a restart runtime option. Okay, restart the session. Otherwise, you can also execute this line of code. It will also restart your runtime. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to authenticate with your gcloud account. For this, you can execute this line of code. So here I'm using actually Google Authenticator. With the help of Google Authenticator, actually I will authenticate with my account. Got it? So now let me execute. So it will look for your account. So it will give you one pop-up screen. Let's give the allow permission. Select your account. Let's say I want to use this account because this is my Google account. Now I'll try to select it. Now you have to provide the password. So guys, as you can see, my authentication is completed. There is no error. That means you are successfully authenticated with your this one, your gcloud account. Fine. All right. Now the next thing, you have to select the project. So to select the project, you have to execute this line of code. So let me select the project. So I think you know how to select the project. Click here, copy the project ID, and just try to mention it here. And with this, actually, we'll be initializing our Vertex AI. So let me initialize my Vertex AI. Then let's say set some actually variable. That means my region and the project ID. Again, I'll give the same project ID. Now I have to set one configuration here. For this, you have to execute this line of code. Okay, you have to execute this command gcloud config set project. This is the project ID. Okay, the project ID actually I'm having here. Now let me set. Fine. Now let's import some necessary library. So guys, you can see I'm importing some necessary library. Now you can ask me from where actually I got this code. If you go to that blog actually, so they are suggesting install and import. See, they're also importing. These are the library. Okay, so just try to read this blog. Actually, we'll see all the steps actually they have written. I'm following the same thing only. Now let me import all of the library. Okay, so I have imported all the library. Now the next thing, I will load my data. So let's upload my data. Either you can upload in the gcloud bucket. So from the bucket also you can download the data. If you're having, let's say, huge data, that time you can keep in the bucket. I think I told you. So it is already having one bucket service as well. So you can also open up the bucket. Inside that you can store any kinds of data and you can also load it here. Okay, so if I show you the bucket, so this is the bucket, guys. So here my data size is not used. So what I will do, I'll directly upload here. So I'll just upload. This is the data. Now with the help of pandas, actually, I'm going to load my data. So now we can copy the path and you can paste it here. Now let's execute. Okay, see, this is the data I have loaded. Now you can see this is the input text and this is the output text. Now if you want to see the shape of the data, you can also see this is the shape of the data. And now we can start the training, and it's like very easy. See, all you just need to execute this line of code. Your training would be started in their server only. Okay, not in my Google Colab actually. It will use their instance. Got it? Now see, here is my fine-tuned model name. So this model name actually I'm giving BBC fine-tuned model. You can give any name. So after fine-tuning, what would be your model name? Okay, that is what you have to give here. Then you can give the pre-trained model. That means which model you want to fine-tune. Here I want to fine-tune text based on 002 model. And if you go to the model garden, you will see this particular model. And if you want to use any other model, you can also give the model ID here. Got it? That's the thing. Now you have to pass the data, that is by DF. The DF actually I got. And you have to set the number of epoch, training epoch you want to, let's say, train. So here I mentioned 100 epoch. Okay, I want to train as of now. And you have to give the tuning job location. Okay, so I have given Europe West 4. You can keep the default size. If you go to the blog, you will see that they are also using this particular location. Now see, if I execute the program, it will give me one URL. And if I click on the URL, I can see the pipeline. That means completely. That means I can see the complete pipeline. My training process is running, and it will take, guys, like 1 to 2 hours to complete the training. But I can't wait 1 to 2 hours. What I will do, I'll stop the execution. So guys, I stop the execution because it will take time. See, I'm telling you after actually executing this line of code, what you have to do. So you can see one URL. Just try to open up the URL. So this is the URL, guys, and try to make sure you have selected your account, okay, that GCP account. Then you can see this pipeline. Okay, this pipeline would be running, and this is the jobs. So here you will see all the, let's say, logs. So in the pipeline section, you will see all the logs. That means whether your training is running or not. Okay, and how much time actually it will take to complete. So everything, all the log actually you can see here. Got it? So once this execution is completed, you will see it will automatically stop. After that, your model would be ready. Okay, and then you can use this model. And if you want to delete this pipeline, so what you have to do, guys? So there is a delete button. Just try to click on the delete and try to delete the pipeline. Okay, it will automatically delete the instance. Okay, and guys, one thing, after completing the training, if you open up your bucket, you will see 2 buckets would be automatically created. Okay, and inside this bucket, actually, it will save all the model checkpoints. Okay, let's say whatever training it is doing, all the artifacts would be saved inside this bucket itself. Okay, you can see. But once you complete the execution, see, it will already save the tuned model. Okay, inside that you can see the text based on model. Got it? So that's how actually it will save all the artifacts in the bucket. And from this bucket itself, we have to deploy our model as an endpoint. Okay, and this model would be available in your model garden. So if you click on the model garden, so there you will see one option. So here is the option, my view my endpoint and model. If you click here, you will see that model would be present here. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now let me show you the next step you have to perform. So previously I already did this actually fine tuning. So let me show you what you have to do after that. See, after that actually what you can do, you can use your trained model. That means the model actually you have trained, and you can do the inference operation. So here I'm giving this prompt actually summarize this text to generate a title. So this is the entire actually prompt I'm giving, and this is the output actually I'm getting. Got it? Now you have to deploy your model as an endpoint. For this, you have to execute this line of code. Okay, so this will deploy your model as an endpoint, okay, to the GCP server. That means this model would be available in your model garden right now. So if I go to the model garden, so here you will see one option, view my endpoint and model. Just click here. In this section, actually we'll see your model would be published. Okay, from here actually it will load the model. But what I did actually, I deleted the model because again, I'm using cloud platform. I don't want to keep anything. Okay, otherwise it will charge me. So that's why I already deleted. Okay, then after that, I was loading that model and I was again performing the prediction. You can see this is the result actually I'm getting from my model. Then I was also loading the base model. That means the actual model, and I given the same actually prompt, and I was just checking the actually output. Okay, whether this output and this output actually good or not. That means which model is giving the better output. And here you can see both model giving the good response. Okay, it's not a bad, although I only trained 100 epoch, but you can see this response is pretty good. Got it? So that's how actually you can perform the fine tuning operation. After that, you can deploy your model as an endpoint to the gcloud. Okay, now I think it is clear. Now you can pick up any other model and you can perform the same fine tuning operation. All right, so these resources would be shared, guys, in your resources section. From there, you can download this notebook and you can perform the fine tuning operation. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.